My name's Sally and I'm a transplant coordinator and I'm team manager for Team Brighton of the British Transplant Games. The Games was founded over 45 years ago to promote healthy living after transplantation and promote organ donation. Although the Games have been running for 45 years, Brighton has never had its own team. And I thought it'd be a really nice idea after the pandemic to do something positive for our patients that built community after such a traumatic time for them.
I have to say, approaching a transplant is interesting. When I knew I was going to have a transplant, Sally was actually really pestering me to say, not pestering is not the right word, but saying like, we should do it, we should totally do it. You know, you were really into cycling and all these other things. You should be the guy, you know, you should do it. And I think if I had known, like if I had a way of seeing like what was next, then it would have made me feel even better. Because I hadn't seen it. None of us had. It would have made a big difference for me. And I can see it makes a difference for other people too when you talk to them. This recent year, Quinn came with me, so my donor, and I won this year, which was really cool. And it meant like quite a lot because Quinn was there and Sally and Noelle and the rest of the sort of like staff and Adrien was there. And they were quite emotional, and that was cool because obviously they put like a lot of effort into you, which is a weird way of me explaining it, but that is true. Like there's so much work that goes into that, and also not to mention like all of the completely unpaid work that goes into making sure that the transplant games can happen for people, which should be paid work in my view.
I've attended the Transplant Games twice and I hope to attend this year as well. I received a kidney transplant in 2019 through the sharing scheme. My friend Abby donated her kidney to me. I think what I've found is the Transplant Games have kind of allowed me to get back into exercise, to go to the gym where there's more people, to push myself a bit further. And I think prior to that I was being quite cautious actually. So it's definitely changed me personally, physically and mentally.
My name's David. I received my transplant in September 2023 after 5 years on dialysis and 20 years of kidney failure. So last year was my first transplant games. When I arrived, I was in not a bad place, but not a good place in the head regarding my transplantation. Even though my life had taken a massive step forward, the fact that a family had lost a member of their family, it's just hard to get your head around at the time. But when you have the opportunity at the Transplant Games to sort of say to other people, I can't get my head around this, 9 times out of 10, everyone after their transplant felt the same. So everyone supports each other. When you're in hospital, it's all regimented. But when the transplant games are on, you build that relationship which carries on once you've left the games.
The Transplant Games has improved my relationship with the staff at Brighton Hospital no end. Yeah, it's brilliant. Yeah, spending more time together, being able to like step out of that kind of I'm the patient, you're the nurse or doctor or whatever it is, and you can kind of remove those hats for a bit and just have conversations, and it doesn't always have to be about your health. I think for me that's really good because I actually don't love talking about my condition or whatever I've had go on. Like I think I said before, I don't like that it defines me or can define me, so I avoid that where possible. So being able to talk to someone normally when I go into the hospital rather than the only topic can be your health is really nice.